July 12. This is the news on PBCJ. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. Director of the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, Dr. Carissa Etienne, says several countries in the region are still struggling to get enough vaccines.
Millions of people in Latin America and the Caribbean still don't know when they will have a chance to be immunized. Haiti, for instance, has yet to start vaccinations. Jamaica is also struggling to access enough vaccines to cover their high priority groups. Some countries in South and Central America, where the pandemic has hit particularly hard, have not yet been able to access enough vaccines to fully vaccinate 3% of their populations.
She was speaking at a recent virtual press brief on the region's COVID-19 response. Dr. Etienne also used the occasion to acknowledge the death of Haiti's President, Jovenel Moïse.
PAHO wishes to extend its condolences to his family. We also want to express solidarity with the Haitian people in these uncertain times and to reiterate our commitment to advance the country's health and development. Our organization has a long history of working in Haiti hand in hand with local authorities, health professionals, and communities through our country office in Port-au-Prince.
She says her organization continues to stand with Haiti's citizens at this time. The PAHO boss says her team will now redouble their efforts.
One of PAHO's top priorities over the past few weeks has been to support Haiti to start vaccinations and to control the transmission of COVID-19. We will continue working towards this goal with global and local partners. I am hopeful that the arrival of vaccines in the country can start to turn the tide of the pandemic and bring some relief to the Haitian people during these very difficult times.
The Senate debated the Casino Gaming Amendment Act 2021 on Friday. The legislation was approved in the House of Representatives on June 29. In his contribution to the debate, Senator Don Webby says the changes to the legislation can be game-changing to the industry. He acknowledges some of the concerns raised by his colleagues in the opposition, but says developing the gaming industry can be done by establishing the changes in a responsible manner. Senator Webby says investors have many options, so Jamaica must prepare to compete, and the amended legislation, the Casino Gaming Amendment Act 2021, gives the country that opportunity.
The truth is that we are playing catch-up because the industry is currently being disrupted by growth of online gaming as opposed to brick-and-mortar model casino gaming. So we have to, Senator Allen, we have to act now.
Senator Webby, who is also chairman of JAMPRO, says 4 investors are waiting to get started.
2 of the 4 are brand new investors to Jamaica. So this is new capital, Senator Gale, coming in. 2 are new. And I want to tell you, colleagues, the brand names are world renowned that want to come into business with Jamaica, 2. And two are already here, Senator Allen, willing to expand their business and establish casinos under the new requirements.
He says the amended legislation would diversify Jamaica's tourism product and introduce new tourists to the island.
Such as their marinas. Remember that Port Antonio investment? That was the whole concept behind it. The golf courses and other recreational facilities. So, we have to look at it as an overall package to the experience of being in Jamaica. The gaming, the reggae music, the cuisine, the golf courses. We have some of the best golf courses anywhere. My observation, and this is something that I feel very strongly about, is that the expansion of Jamaica tourism product through foreign investment in the casino gaming industry comes with an opportunity to increase our tourism linkages.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness is optimistic that the country could recover economic growth by the end of March 2022. He was speaking during the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of the corporate Jamaica office for Dominican Republic-based construction and mining equipment distributor IMCA on Friday. Mr. Holness says while the actual growth figures were not yet available, the projections were for the outturn to range between 7 and 9% for the April to June 2021 quarter and 4 to 8% for the 2021-2022 fiscal year ending March 2022.
I am delighted to be here at this groundbreaking ceremony, as every groundbreaking is a signal of confidence in the future. Above all of that, it is a signal of confidence in the government.
Mr. Holness notes that despite the pandemic, the construction sector has recorded 3 consecutive quarters of economic growth.
Investors, both local and foreign, will take the risk. This is a major investment, and I am pleased IMCA Jamaica, as sole authorized dealer for Caterpillar, has chosen to deepen its investment in Jamaica.
Against this background, Mr. Holness says IMCA's decision to deepen its investment in Jamaica was welcome. The complex is being built along the Spanish Town Road Industrial Belt in Kingston at a price tag of about $8 million. The People's National Party caretaker for St. Anne Southwestern, Valentin Wint, has resigned. He is also stepping down from his position as constituency chairman. In a letter addressed to General Secretary Dayton Campbell, Wint described his experience with the party as a journey filled with excitement, anticipation of victory, and fire-filled service to the people of the constituency he represented over this period. He did not give a specific reason for his resignation, but says he's looking forward to, quote, take another phase of my personal development and pursue other dreams and aspirations, end quote. On Friday, news emerged that noted thespian Volier Johnson had died. In a career that spanned 50 years, he was one of the indelible faces of Jamaican theatre. Johnson became a household name in the 1980s for his role as Maffy, the sidekick of Oliver Samuels in the beloved Oliver at Large series. Johnson was a prolific stage actor, appearing in numerous pantomimes and other productions. Marlon Samuels looks at the life and works of this beloved Jamaican.
The influential, multi-talented Volier Johnson began his acting career while a student at the St. Andrew Technical High School in Kingston.
I started acting at school, St. Andrew Tech, and Trevor Rowan was at school teaching drama and speech at that time. So I started doing 2 pantomimes for St. Andrew Tech, and I left it and did a review for Trevor at school. When I left school in 1970, I did a review named Please.
On leaving school, he got a small role as a handcart man in the Jamaican cult classic movie, The Harder They Come. He tried his hand at a number of careers, including poultry farming, but his talent was in the field of acting. His timing and delivery was on point, and he was featured in a number of pantomimes and plays.
Once I did I can't remember which play, but I got a review that that I was taking serious part and turned into comedy, right?
And you felt crushed.
Yeah.
You were upset.
I was so upset because I didn't really meant to do that to anybody's script, you know?
Yes.
It's just that maybe the way I say things or the timing that I have on stage or whatever, you know, to come out with the words at that point and or say it.
It's
you
the
know,
timing,
it's just different.
Volier, it's the timing.
He also shone on the screen and had various roles in a number of television sitcoms, including Lime Tree Lane. He was most famous for his role as Maffy in the Jamaican television sitcom Oliver at Large.
I have a slight problem. That's why I check you.
What kind of problem?
Well, I have a big crusade arranged next week, starting Sunday near the church building front. American preacher. Can you imagine a foreign preacher?
With foreign accent?
Imagine the response.
Him do healing?
Then a mass. You think people will come a service, come through the paper money in a collection plate, and the preacher can't heal?
Maffy, how I come into it?
Well, my foreign preacher him can't make it.
Oh, what happened? Why?
Well, some form of complication.
What sort of complication? Him find out about your past?
No, man, not like that. Them arrest him for fraud.
Them arrest your preacher for fraud?
Yes, and them trial is next week, so him can't leave the country.
Well, you have 2 days in which to find a person. That shouldn't be a problem. For them to have passed in a Jamaica by the thousands.
Look, and all kind of preacher me like deal with, you know. I don't like deal with the real preacher them.
So what other kind of preacher they have?
You don't understand, Oliver, man.
Explain it to me, no?
My foreign preacher is a real preacher.
What him is? A robot?
A kind of actor like.
A kind of actor like?
He also starred in his own sitcom, Claffy.
I have so much love in my heart, brothers and sisters, my cup runneth over. For God so loveth the world, he gave his only begotten Son. For there abideth faith, hope, and charity. And the greatest of these three is charity.
Volier Johnson was also a constant source of wit and laughter, as part of the entertaining team that keeps the nation engaged and rollicking with laughter on Fame FM's Full House Fridays. He was the winner of the Actor Boy Award for Best Actor in 1996 for his role in the play Toy Boy. In 2013, the Jamaican government awarded Volier Johnson the Order of Distinction for his contribution to the arts. Volier Johnson's career in the arts spanned over 50 years. He reportedly collapsed at home on Friday, July 9, 2021, and died shortly after in hospital. Throughout his life, Volier Johnson made theatre and television history in Jamaica. His legacy to theatre served as a mirror to his life. It places the spotlight on who he was while reflecting Jamaica's culture throughout his artistic endeavors. For the news on PBCJ, I am Marlon Samuels.
We now join Gabriel Thompson at the business desk for a quick report.
Friday's trading session, the JSE combined index declined by 413 points to close at over 428,000 units. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 94 stocks, of which 43 advanced, 39 declined, and 12 traded firm. The junior market index declined by 33 points to close at over 3,000 units. Stocks advanced for Barita Investments Limited, Blue Power Group Limited, and Cargo Handlers Limited. Stocks declined for 138 Student Living Jamaica, Access Financial Services Limited, and Berger Paints Jamaica Limited. Trading firm were 1834 Investments Limited, Siboney Group Limited, and Future Energy Source Company Limited ordinary shares. Trans-Jamaican Highway Limited was the volume leader with over 2.6 million units, followed by Caribbean Cement Company Limited with over 2 million units, and Trans-Jamaican Highway Limited USD with over 1 million units. In foreign exchange trading for Friday, July 9, the US dollar sold for an average $153.89. The Canadian dollar ended trading at $123.85. The pound sterling traded for $212.54, and the euro sold for an average $184.43. In market data for oil, crude futures slipped on Monday as concerns over slowing global growth outweighed the prospect of tightening supply after talks among key producers to raise output in coming months stalled. Brent crude futures fell 73 cents to settle at $74.82 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate crude slid 75 cents to settle at $73.81 a barrel. And on that note, we close this Monday edition of the Business Report Inside the News on PBCJ. I'm Gabrielle Thompson. Pleasant viewing.
In regional news, an alarming spike in COVID-19 cases in Barbados has forced authorities to take action. More details in this report from Barbados Today.
Just as Barbadians were enjoying the resumption of a range of activities after Prime Minister Mia Mottley eased restrictions on June 30th, they will have to make adjustments yet again. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Kenneth George disclosed Sunday that the island had recorded an alarming 40 new positive cases from 908 tests.
Of major concern is a church in St. Michael, which recorded 33 new cases. Many of these cases, almost all of these individuals actually, are in hotel quarantine. This has been the ministry's position with respect to our contact tracing and to making sure that individuals who test positive and the contacts of these individuals will go into quarantine at designated hotels. So the church had 33 individuals. In addition, there is a large business house which has 21 members in total that have tested positive. If you look a little closer within that business house, 9 persons were actually working within the confines of the business house, 10 persons were close contacts, and 3 others were family members. In addition, we are also looking closely at a family within St. George that has a total of 10 individuals that have tested positive. There is another business establishment with 4 individuals, and in addition to that, we had a total of 3 persons who entered our borders, and they came on a Caribbean Airlines flight, and those 3 individuals tested positive for coronavirus.
A few entertainers in Trinidad and Tobago have united to call for the government to do more to assist them in these COVID times. They say grants are just not enough. We hear more from Terrion Brown Campbell.
A call from the soca Elvis for more to be done for entertainers. Michael Zoom Saloom is pleading with government to do more for entertainers during the ongoing pandemic. He says they need help finding alternate means of income.
And nothing was said about the entertainment industry. I'm not a rebel. I'm not protesting. I'm just asking if we could get some kind of help in the entertainment industry. We're grateful for the grant that we got last year, but I know I have a lot of friends, who have the cars repossessed. They can't pay the rents, and I think the entertainment industry is taking the longest to really hear, something that's going on in it.
He says apart from the government, he needs to get the support of his fellow entertainers to make enough noise to be heard in the right quarters. Soca Elvis was speaking from the car park of Napa, where he held a virtual concert for his fans on Saturday. He says, from his research, there are ways to kickstart the entertainment industry while staying safe and minimizing the infection spread.
They have stuff like drive-in concerts, just like how they have drive-in cinemas, like how we used to have K-Donna, they have drive-in concerts. Like, for instance, this car park here. People could drive in, keep their social distance inside the car, set up entertainers outside, do concerts. People could be serving, light refreshments, come into your window, giving you it. I mean, obviously, you need to have toilet facilities, clean, hygiene, that kind of thing. So that's just one of my ideas that we could introduce. Then you have other ideas as well too, where we could have concerts. If it's in a shopping mall, when they open back the malls, you could put the entertainers in the mall.
Fellow entertainer Bobby Mohan told TTT News that never in his life would he have expected the entertainment industry to be in this situation. The leader of the band, Workshop 868, says while they're calling for some sort of assistance, he does not want to put his band nor the public at risk. Mohan says the offer for entertainers to travel by the government may sound good, but it has its risks.
I have been vaccinated with my one shot, right? And I know it's a risk for all of us, but we have to find a way to earn a livelihood. And not everybody is going to be given that opportunity to travel outside, especially the musicians, right? So we're looking at avenues where we could create, and of course, keeping it safe that we could go out there and earn something, because the government grants, I haven't been given any grants. I think I applied and I didn't get through. But the thing is, not everybody going to be given that opportunity to travel.
They are hoping for more easing up soon. Terry Ann Brown Campbell, TTT News.
Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Alan Chastanet, has not taken kindly to the news of the departure of one of the longest-serving stalwarts of the UWP, Stephenson King. Chastanet has described the exit as a betrayal of the people of St. Lucia. He has relieved the Castries North MP of his ministerial duties and has assigned responsibility of some of his portfolio.
Stephenson King's move across the political battlefield has ruffled the feathers of UWP associates. Prime Minister Alan Chastanet broke his silence for the first time since the news of the stalwart's exit.
Some people have called it a betrayal to the United Workers' Party. I don't. This is a betrayal to the people of St. Lucia.
The rumor mill churned for weeks with talk surrounding King's impending departure from the ranks of the UWP. Confirmation would come on Thursday with downed yellow flags and his constituency office repainted in blue ahead of a televised address. According to Chastanet, the UWP camp had tried and failed to corroborate the widespread speculation on the street.
I was, like many other people, surprised but not surprised. We all know that this has probably been the worst kept secret in St. Lucia.
It should be noted that King did not reportedly quit the United Workers' Party. However, he did resign as the candidate of choice for the UWP in the upcoming elections. But in the Prime Minister's opinion, there is no difference.
I had a one-on-one meeting with him, of which none of these things that he is now expressing did he express to me.
The Prime Minister points the finger at unresolved tension from the 2016 campaign as one of the possible reasons for the recent developments. But Chastanet claims King was treated with the utmost respect.
You're going to tell me that Minister King sat there with the most senior portfolio in my government? He was wasn't given a basket to hold water. He was given the greatest budget allocation in the history of the Ministry of Infrastructure. We're undertaking the largest construction project in the history of St. Lucia at HIA Airport, all of which were under his supervision. That a person as experienced as he is can try to convince you and the people of St. Lucia that somebody was undermining him, and he went through 5 years and never said anything? That he waits for the bell to ring now to make this pronouncement? I'm sorry.
Hours after the official confirmation of King's resignation, the UWP filled the vacant slot for the candidate to contest the Castries North seat. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.
On now to sports. We begin with cricket. West Indies beat Australia by 56 runs on Saturday in St. Lucia to take a 2-0 lead in their T20 International Series. Windies batsmen Shimron Hetmyer and Dwayne Bravo put together a cornerstone partnership as the regional team posted a formidable 196. Australia, in response, would see their opening batsmen fall sheepily, and the visitors would go on to suffer an innings collapse. In other sporting news, badminton is reported the fastest racket sport in the world. The development of the sport in Jamaica recently got a significant boost with a donation of 80 high-performance rackets suitable for top amateurs and professional players by the Japan Badminton Association.
I hope that this donation of badminton rackets contribute to Jamaica being even more actively involved internationally in the field of badminton.
The rackets, which allows for power without added weight, were donated under the Sports Tomorrow initiative,
which is based on the core message, sport creates the future. This initiative aims to expand to people of all generations sporting values associated with the Olympic and Paralympic movement so as to produce a better future of the world. In Jamaica specifically, this initiative carries with it the desire to create a long-lasting legacy in badminton by increasing its popularity and reach, and in turn support the Olympic efforts of the sports players.
And with that, we call an end to today's newscast. As always, we say thank you so much for making it PBCJ. Pleasant viewing.